Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for joining this session today. I'm Christina Joyner, Chris, Senior Manager of Digital Experience at Signature Aviation. Today's session is focused on how digital tools are reshaping the way operators plan, coordinate, and manage their services. We'll walk through our recently launched Signature Vision portal, which is designed to create greater clarity, efficiency, and control across the entire customer journey. This will be a practical walkthrough. You'll see the platform, hear real-world examples, and leave with ideas that you can apply immediately. I've been working with Signature Aviation for going on 4 years. Previously, I came from the hospitality space. I worked for a nationwide hotel chain. And when I first started with Signature, I was in sales excellence. So I was coordinating and facilitating our trade show presence at NBAA events, EBAA events, and I was working closely with the team that built out our Bravo program for small and medium-sized operators. These roles helped me to gain understanding of the needs of operators large and small. For the last several months, I've been working in the digital experience space to optimize our website and the portal to the best serve our guests digitally. I'm excited to show you how these capabilities and advancements have progressed here in this presentation. Signature is the world's largest aviation hospitality company, operating over 200 locations across 20+ countries, offering fuel and non-fuel services, real estate, and MRO services globally. Our FBOs are in 10 out of the top 10 and 37 out of the top 50 busiest airports in the US. And as such, we continually strive to anticipate our customers' needs and exceed their expectations in all circumstances. Here's our agenda for today. We're going to review what the current industry challenge is and what Signature Vision, our customer portal, is solving. We're going to go through a live demonstration of the platform on the computer. We'll review operational benefits and real use cases and talk a little bit about what's coming next. And then we'll follow it with a Q&A. So you can hold your questions until the end, and I'll be sure to get to all of them then. So the industry challenge. Business aviation operations are increasingly complex. Aircraft schedules can change quickly, services vary by location, and teams often have to rely on different channels and follow-ups to coordinate a single reservation. Traditionally, much of this work is managed through emails and phone calls or manual coordination between flight departments and FBOs. And for most companies, this is still the case today. The goal behind Signature Vision is to reduce that friction by consolidating the tools operators need into a single platform. This will give centralized visibility, it will reduce manual touchpoints, and it will create more consistent coordination. No more digging through email chains or leaving a message and hoping the right guest experience specialist or customer service representative picked up the phone. These objectives align directly with the webinar's purpose, to demonstrate how the platform improves efficiency across the journey, from pre-arrival planning through departure. The private aviation industry is not alone in reimagining a guest's digital booking experience. For example, hotel groups like the one I come from have evolved customer booking journeys to empower guests to select individual room attributes, such as a higher floor or a room with a view. Guests can also personalize their stays with various enhancements, including elite qualifying bonus points, food and beverage credits, lounge access, special in-room welcomes, prepaid parking, all redesigned booking flow process. Focusing on the customer experience and journey through the digital platform provides customers with an enhanced digital booking experience and has improved some hotel companies' booking conversions by nearly 33%. So it's no wonder that we should be adopting it here. Signature Vision is a digital portal designed to bring clarity, confidence, and control to trip planning. It allows users to make and manage reservations, to view their custom pricing, to enable real-time updates on service statuses, to view their past invoices, and to manage their account members and permissions, all within a single portal. The platform consolidates these capabilities into one workflow, giving operators a single source of truth for trip planning and execution. The key shift here is moving from a fragmented communication to a connected operational experience. And if you want to scan the QR code, You can go ahead and learn more about Vision on our landing page, but I'll be showing you a lot more of that here. Now, I'd like to give you a live look at Signature Vision and its functionality. We'll start from the very beginning. This is the home page for Signature Aviation. You can see here the sign in is up here in the corner. Some folks might be used to signing in to check their tailwinds points or to enroll in a program like Bravo, but now sign in takes you to all of the features of Signature Vision. You can also learn more, and if you had scanned the QR code, would have been taken directly to our Signature Vision landing page. Here you have various options to log in or get started, again, taking you through that login flow. I'm going to jump back into the stage environment so I can show you how to set up a new user account. So here, if I'm not logged in and if I don't have an account already, I'll click sign in. Again, you can get there from any of the buttons on that Signature Vision landing page as well. I'm going to create a new user. And I'll enter the code sent to my account. You can see here it recognizes me as a brand new user and prompts me to create a new account. I'll agree to terms and conditions and create the account. My new account drops me into my dashboard. Now this is my account dashboard. If I wanted to sign up for Tailwinds or see any of the reservations that I'm making directly on my Vision account, that will all show up here. The next thing I can do is link a company account. To link to an operator account, you can either link to an account that already exists with Signature Aviation, so you know that your company either is a Bravo member, maybe it has custom pricing, maybe you just know you're in our system because you've flown through us many times before. You can request access to an existing customer account by using your company's account number. And if you don't know where that would be, you can find it on any past invoice. Here you can see where to find it on a US invoice or an EMEA invoice. But if you don't have a company account, either from here or from the page before, you can request to create a new company account. You fill out your information here, the company name. This can be your own name if you are an owner-operator and you're only flying your own aircraft. A connection email if you have a fuel aggregator software that you want to connect, like Fueler Links, and your aircraft details, just adding your tail and your make and model. And then you agree that you're authorized by your company to open an account. This will go straight into our CRM system, which will then validate and confirm your new account. Once that's done, shouldn't take more than 1 or 2 business days, you'll see yourself linked to your company account. I'll show you what that looks like in our production environment. Here to a company called Airjet Limited, and actually let me show you that process here just so you can see. Once I've requested access to an account, while our system verifies that in our CRM software, you'll just see that tile here as pending. Again, 1 or 2 days, you'll see that as confirmed as long as we've been able to validate the account and your association. So here's my account and my pending confirmation. We'll move into production where I have been confirmed as a member of this account, so you can see a little bit more. This is your main company dashboard. Here you have access to everything within Vision. You can search for our FBOs. this will take you to a search results page where you can see details about the location and those locations close to it. You can always head back to your dashboard just from clicking your initials up at the top. You can see this under this account, I do have a Tailwinds account. You can see all of my account details. I can see under my company account, my fleet information. This is a test account, so it only has one aircraft in the fleet. I can see that this is an account that's enrolled in Bravo. If you're eligible for Bravo, our small and medium-sized operator program, but not enrolled yet, you'll see the option to enroll on a tile here. This new view is designed to reduce the need to check multiple systems or confirm details through multiple phone calls or emails. This provides real-time visibility into trip progress. It gives you consolidated communication, and schedulers and dispatchers gain a faster awareness of changes and fewer manual follow-ups. Now I'll walk through some of the functionality within the dashboard itself. So here we again have our overview of our fleet operations, upcoming reservations. You can jump into your loyalty, again, your Tailwinds program. I'm not a pilot, so unfortunately I've not been able to accrue any points yet. You can also manage the roles for the account. Right now there's just two roles, an administrator, which means someone who has access to all of the permissions for a user, and a test role where we've limited some of those actions. You can always add a role if you want to create a role that has some but not all permissions. And then you can manage your users. This account has users associated. You can come in here to approve or deny new users, to invite a new user who may or may not already be listed in the system, or to search for a user who has a Vision account but is not associated to the company account yet. The permissions that you're able to assign to a user are to be able to manage fleet reservations. Managing fleet reservations just means that you can see all reservations for a fleet, not just those that you individually made in Vision. This means that reservations that maybe were called or emailed into the FBO and manually entered, or came from another source like a direct integration or flight bridge, portside, would show up in your fleet view, which I'll show you in a minute. Managing roles and permissions just means that you have the ability to go in, add, approve, or deny users. And view company pricing means that you're able to view the custom pricing for your company. A Bravo user will be able to view their Bravo pricing for all FBOs. And they're also able to view invoices, which I'll show you in a little bit. Let me jump into my trips. And again, as this is a test account, I'll have to change some filters to be able to show you. There we go. That's probably a my internet issue more than anything else. All right. Here I can see reservations that I have personally made for this account. Again, we're in a test account, which means we try to break things more often than we try to get them right, just to pressure test the system. And so this reservation was actually declined. But you can see this is a reservation that I made. Most will show accepted or sent to the FBO. I'll show you those statuses in a minute. But you can see these are all the reservations that you have made through Vision on your account. Users can request services and monitor updates here. This leads to fewer surprises on the ramp and better preparation from ground teams. We go into my operations. Again, this is just a different way to view upcoming operations with a little bit more detail. Let me change the filters here. All right, here you can see more reservations. You can see that we're showing both the arrival and the departure leg of these reservations and all of the services associated. Again, from here, you can always go in and do things like view the reservation. And even edit or modify the reservation. As long as the arrival is not within 90 minutes, you can update everything from the services to the date, verify your request, and that's sent directly to the FBO. So this is a great place for you to edit existing reservations. You also have visibility on the statuses. So here you can turn on and off status alerts. I'll show you a little bit more about this in the future. You can see that clicking here impacts both the arrival and the departure leg of the journey. And here you can see there's different color coding for some of these services. Up here we have the legend that tells you a little bit more about what those reservation statuses mean, whether they've been confirmed, are pending, or are through a third-party requester. Now I want to show you the fleet reservations. So if you remember, I showed you under the permissions, you're able to turn on or off fleet reservations. If you're an administrator, again, you will be able to see all fleet reservations. No matter what the source are, if they are in our point of sale system at the FBO, they'll show up here in Vision for you and you'll be able to confirm those services. Let's filter again. You can see we've pressure tested the system quite a bit here for you guys. All right, here we have some confirmed fleet reservations coming up in the future. And here's where I can show you how in the past you can view fleet reservations and the invoices attached to them. Go ahead and filter back. All right, so here you can see we found a confirmed reservation that took place in the past. Again, forgive the test environment and the test account, but we do see the confirmed reservation here. In most cases, there will be a lot more green than red. When you drop down here, you're able to view a past invoice. This is a really handy service for having all of your invoices and reservations in one spot. You can go in and confirm services and totals here at a glance. You can also view and download the PDF of the actual reservation. All right. So that's really the dashboard views. Again, fleet operations and fleet reservations mirror my trips and my operations. Fleet operations and fleet reservations are a permission, meaning that any fleet operations and reservations, no matter the source, if they appeared or are going to appear in our system, you'll see them here. My trips and my operations are only those trips that you've either made directly or chosen to follow by turning on the notifications. All right, so let's move into viewing our custom pricing. We'll head back to Orlando. Seems like a great destination, and it's where our headquarters are. So here I am, I've searched for MCO. I come up on the search page. I can either directly request a reservation here from the search page, or I can view the FBO and learn more. Here we really want to, again, reinforce that transparency and efficiency gain. So users can come here to view location-specific pricing and plan in advance. Right here, I can view prices. Again, so because I'm logged into Airjet, it knows that I'm associated to the company, and it's only going to pull Airjet's custom-specific pricing for me, even down to the tail level. So if I had multiple aircraft, I'd be able to drop down here and find the appropriate tail number and view the pricing if there was any differentiation between the pricing across tails. I can see that I have a negotiated rate on my fuel services. I can also come in here and see any custom negotiated handling rates that I might have up to 30 days in advance. Again, this will be dependent on the tail that you enter. So if different aircraft might have different fees associated, you can make sure that you're viewing the right one. This is going to reduce the amount of manual quote requests and improves the planning confidence. So you might cut down on the number of times that you need to call and verify a price with the FBO because you can see all of that pricing right here. This means fewer inbound pricing inquiries and faster trip decision making. All right, now let's walk through making an actual reservation. So I've viewed my prices, everything looks great to me. I'm ready to make a reservation for MCO. Let's walk through how that reservation is created. So I've selected my location by searching for Orlando. I'm going to enter my aircraft and schedule. Again, because I'm already associated to my operator account, it knows which aircraft are associated to me. This dropdown will only give me aircraft in my fleet. I'll enter my date. Let's plan a summer trip for my birthday. If the aircraft is a resident and already on the ground, you have an option here. And then departure time, the most accurate information is going to be populated when we have the actual departure time and the duration of the stay. So we would advise to just go ahead and do your best estimated departure time. Again, you can always come back in here and edit that as needed once you've made the reservations. If you have additional details that you want to provide our FBO so that we can better serve you, you can enter them here, where the aircraft is arriving from, the number of crew and passengers, and departure details. Fuel and services, we'll pre-populate those prices again, those custom rates for you here. You can let us know if you're taking a specific amount of Jet A or SAF, the crew might advise. And then select any handling and service fees. So say I need lab service on my arrival and GPU on my departure, I can edit those here. As much as I would love to fly in on my birthday, this is a test reservation. You can verify your request and review all the details before submitting. And again, this will sync directly into our point of sale system. Our guest experience specialist will see those details exactly as you entered them, and you have that assurance that your reservation request will have all of the details attached that you actually need. This modernizes the reservation workflow from request through arrival. It's a cleaner data entry point, it standardizes those service requests, and it reduces manual re-entry. Again, you can only be guaranteed of so much when you call and request services on the phone. Here you can actually visually verify that everything you requested has been submitted successfully. Now, because I've made this reservation, it's going to automatically be added to my trips. I'll go ahead and filter for that date. And here I can see it was sent to the FBO, just awaiting their confirmation. I can also contact the FBO and manage my preferences here. If I know that I want to receive the status updates for my fuel or catering services, I'd go in here. I can add my email and my text number to be notified about my fuel services and my catering services as they happen in real time as related to this flight. Now, I'm more of a text than an email person, so I'll save my preferences, and then that will be noted for that reservation going forwards. When a reservation is made, the goal is seamless coordination between the operator and the FBO systems, so everyone's working from the same information. The tail number entered automatically brings up the correct pricing and services that are specific to that type of aircraft. So in wrapping up the live demo here, advance notice is critical in our teams being able to provide the best service to all operations. With Signature Vision, reservations become much faster and easier than the typical method of calling or emailing the FBO, and you can confirm services appear correct in the system without ever needing to lift a finger or a phone. Streamlining the reservation process within Signature Vision provides our teams the critical knowledge to allow us to best serve our guests quickly, safely, and efficiently. And it gives our guests the confidence and clarity they need to communicate flight details to their crews and passengers. Now, let's move back to the presentation for some real-world use cases. For a single aircraft operator, self-service booking is key. These operators are incredibly busy. They're juggling a lot of hats and tasks. And so reducing administrative time by being able to go into Vision and manage and see all of their reservations, invoices, and details is critical. For a large flight department, centralized planning becomes a huge source of streamlining. Being able to see my fleet operations, what other aircraft or schedulers have scheduled, and the services requested in advance, and those statuses means consistent service coordination across locations. And I'm sure we've all dealt with busy schedule changes. With Signature Vision, faster updates and shared visibility between teams means that coordination and communication can happen in almost real time. These examples demonstrate how centralized reservation tools help improve coordination and reduce friction across the journey. So, back to the initial problem for the industry and why this matters operationally. Fewer manual touchpoints, improved planning accuracy, and more consistent experiences. These are things that we strive as operators to deliver across the board. This platform is designed to support smoother coordination before arrival, during the stop, and after departure. These kind of things that get lost through manual touchpoints, whether it's multiple times touching a reservation over the phone or email, hoping that your request doesn't get lost in translation. Being able to accurately plan and forecast for pricing and upcoming events or travel alerts, and then delivering that more consistent experience. Again, in a digital format, we want to have a consistent experience no matter where you're booking. This is not just about digital convenience. It's about enabling a more predictable, efficient operation across your network. And this really gets to the heart of why going digital is a deliberate move rather than just a cosmetic upgrade. When an FBO network moves away from the static world of emails and phone calls and into a dynamic digital system, the value for the guest shifts from simple convenience to operational certainty. For example, there's no longer a lag between the front desk entering a new reservation for an aircraft that's already taxiing their way and the line crew getting the work order. For the guest, this means that the fuel truck is often waiting for the plane rather than the plane waiting for the truck. Minimizes the operation time, which is the ultimate efficiency metric for any flight crew. So what comes next for Signature Vision? The platform is foundational. It will continue to expand and support evolving operator needs and business objectives, and will continue to listen to operators on what they need to be able to drive their business in the most efficient way possible. We're going to focus on increasing automation, enhancing visibility, and additional service integrations. So not only a fuel and a catering status update, but even more, giving you that power of control and transparency right in the palm of your hand with those updates. Thank you so much for allowing me to take you on a tour through Signature Vision and hopefully showcase why this tool is so needed in an industry like ours today. Now I'll turn it back over to our webinar facilitators who can open up for questions and answers during the remaining time. Thank you very much.